The Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice has advised against money laundering investigations into the affairs of former Sanitation Minister Cecelia Dapaa by the Economic and Organized Crime Office. This follows a determination by the Office of the Attorney General and a request by the Office of the Special Prosecutor to the Economic and Organized Crime Office to initiate money laundering investigations into the affairs of former Sanitation Minister Cecilia Dapaa is without basis. The office.
Welcome back to TWS TV, where we dive deep into the stories that shape our world. Today, we're uncovering a saga that has gripped the nation, one that unfolds at the intersection of power, money, and alleged corruption at the highest levels of government. This is the story of Cecilia Dapaah, Ghana's former Minister of Sanitation and Water Resources, whose case has revealed more than just the sum of its parts. In a revelation that shocks the public, Cecilia Dapaa was implicated in a scandal involving staggering sums of money reportedly found in her home underneath her bed. This wasn't just a personal scandal, it was a litmus test for the integrity of our nation's governance. How did the Ghanaian government respond? By seemingly sweeping the allegations under the rug, leaving a trail of questions about the commitment to fight corruption. Join me today as we explore the depths of this case, the government's reaction, and what it tells us about the state of governance in Ghana. This isn't just a news report, it's a critical examination of a system that appears to falter when it's needed the most. So the saga began with a seemingly mundane incident, a report of a theft at the residence of Cecilia Dapaa. But what was stolen was anything but ordinary. The reported amount included $1 million in cash, 300,000 euros, and 350,000 Ghana cedis, along with other valuable items. The figures were staggering and raised immediate red flags about the sources of her wealth. The public outcry was instantaneous. How could a public servant tasked with the oversight of sanitation and water resources, a sector plagued by funding shortages and infrastructure challenges, amass such wealth? The controversy went beyond mere theft. It tapped into deeper issues of accountability and public trust. Now, as the news spread, the government was forced to respond, but instead of a transparent investigation aimed at uncovering the truth and restoring public confidence, the actions taken seemed only to deepen the shadows of doubt. That's what we heard today. The Office of the Special Prosecutor took initial steps, yet what followed was a series of decisions that many viewed as attempts to obscure rather than illuminate. The Attorney General advised against pursuing a money laundering investigation. Surprise, surprise. A move that critics argue was a clear dereliction of duty. The question wasn't just about the legality of Dapaah's wealth, but also about the integrity of those who choose to govern us.
The Office of the Attorney General's analysis of the docket also revealed that the OSP did not make any findings of corruption and corruption-related offenses against Cecilia Dapaa. But in the view of the Office of the Attorney General, key to the charge of money laundering is gains obtained from criminal proceeds arising from unlawful activity. The Office of the Attorney General concludes that in the absence of any criminal issues associated with the properties of the NPP politician, there is no basis for the investigation of money laundering.
As we dissect the response of the Ghanaian government to the Cecilia Dapaah scandal, it's essential to reflect on the broader implications of such governance. This isn't just about one minister or one incident, guys. It's a window into systemic issues that may very well affect the entirety of our nation's leadership. The reluctance to pursue a thorough investigation sends a chilling message about the state of accountability in Ghana and the nature of the Akufo-Addo government. It suggests a possible culture of impunity where those in power, cloaked in their authority, feel emboldened to act above the law. This undermines the very principles of democracy and equality before the law that are supposed to underpin our society. Moreover, the handling of this case raises serious questions about the effectiveness of our anti-corruption bodies in Ghana. Are these institutions merely symbolic, or are they genuinely empowered to tackle corruption head-on? The Dapaah saga has revealed the weakness in our system that needs to be urgently addressed if we are to restore faith in our governance. This incident, guys, must serve as a catalyst for change. It calls for a reevaluation of our anti-corruption frameworks and the mechanics for accountability. It's time for concrete actions and reforms that ensure transparency, enhance the independence of investigative bodies, and most importantly, hold individuals, regardless of their offices, accountable for their actions. As we come to the close of our journey through the Cecelia Dapaah saga, it's clear that this story is far from just a sensational headline. Let it be a wake-up call for all of us who care about the future of Ghana. The issues at play here are not isolated to a single individual or incident, but are indicative of a broader struggle against corruption and of a government that does not care. It mismanages and threatens our nation's progress. People, we stand at a crossroads. The path we choose now will define our country for generations to come. It is incumbent upon each of our citizens, lawmakers, enforcers, leaders, religious people to demand and implement the changes necessary to ensure integrity and transparency at all levels of government. Let this not be the end of a report, but the beginning of a movement. A movement where apathy gives way to action, silence to advocacy, and resignation to resolve. We must not only expect more from our leaders, but also demand it through our voices and through our votes. Join me in this call to arms. Share this story. Engage with your community. Participate in the governance of your locality and hold your representatives accountable. Together we can forge a future that upholds the ideals of justice and equity, not just in words, but in deed. Thank you for watching. For more investigative stories and an in-depth analysis, subscribe to TWS TV. Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay empowered. Until next time, let's keep striving for the truth. I'm out.